All right. So I suppose things don't actually surprise me, but I just had a really good chat with a friend of mine who, I don't know, I met probably 17, 18 years ago. He's very successful as an entrepreneur and as a master at follow up and customer service. And he tells me that I'll just say this, there's a guy that runs a company that has all these different sales units, I'll just say that, and he instructs them or tells them, oh, don't follow up with your customers. What if there's something wrong? Meaning, like, what if you lose the business? You never follow up with your customers. And I'm like, are you absolutely crapping me right now? Like, did he actually say that? Like, I use a different word. And it's like this guy's teaching, like, I mean, I'm kind of speechless at the moment because there are so many people in business that are just either, dumb, stupid, uneducated, clueless. Like, if you sell anything and you have customers and you want to keep those customers and, more importantly, get referrals from those customers, they need to be hearing from you after the transaction. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't floor me, because the truth is, like, I've done business with so many people who I've never heard from ever again. Like, I'm pretty confident that I've bought a lot of cars in my life. Maybe had one guy that got back to me, and it was all in automated, not personalized at all. No personalization whatsoever. Like, I don't know how many cars I bought. I'm not going to bother to count them right now, but I bought a lot of cars. No salesperson has ever followed up with me. I got friends that want to get cars. Let's see, houses. Well, the person who sold me this house, some of you heard the story, never followed up with me post-transaction. Will never get a referral from me. I was telling my friend Harry, when I was living in Scottsdale, I bought a house. This is before my kids were young, and they were not swimming yet. So I had this guy put in a pool fence, and did a great job with putting the pool fence up. And as he, paying the bill, I'm like, hey, how do you build your business? And he's like, oh, referrals. I'm like, oh, how do you get referrals? And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, I just wait for them. And I was like, wait, do you understand that, like, when you leave here and it's 2 months, 3 months down the road, there's no sign of, like, the name of your pool fence company, and, like, not even a little icon or badge that says Joe's pool fence company. I want to forget who you are. He goes, oh, and he still didn't understand the value of, like, following up with your customers. Like, if I own that pool fence company, after the first hot weekend, I'm like, hey, how you guys doing? Everything okay with the pool fence? Do you have any questions about it? I would put them on some type of follow-up campaign, probably a very personalized follow-up campaign, to maintain contact over a period of time. And I would probably, I think the pool fence probably cost me, I don't remember what it was, probably 3 G's. And so, of course, I probably have friends. Like, so what's his cost to continue to follow up with me, let's say over 2 years? Probably $20. Let's call it $50. And I'm sure that the spread, the profit, the margin on that's probably pretty good. So if it took him 3 years to get a referral from me and he got another $3,000 fence deal, and then he just perpetuated that, like, he would truly have a business that was based on referrals. Like, there's so many people that are just expecting that the individual is just going to remember who you are. Let me just say something. They don't remember who you are. And I don't care what kind of business that you're in, whether, I know I got a lot of networkers that follow me. If you're in network marketing, if you're in real estate, if you sell anything, service, product, whatever, like, ask yourself, how is my follow-up routine? How's my referral generating machine? Do I have a referral generating machine? It's not like, if you take care of your customers, I'm so shocked. The guy said to him, oh no, don't follow up. There's another part of the story that I won't share, but I was just like, how did that guy not take you up on that offer. Like my friend gave him an offer that could have dramatically increased nationwide sales in this company. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, really? I don't need to get into that. But the main point of the message is, guys, look, you sell anything. I mean, whatever it is, I don't care what it is. Anything that you're selling of value, product, service. What I want to ask you right now is, and I'm curious to know, like, what, I'm doing this on StreamYard now because the last few times I've tried to go live on Facebook by itself, it just doesn't work. So this way it's broadcast out to multiple Facebook pages, YouTube and LinkedIn. So I guess that's cool. But I would love to hear from you. Like, what do you sell? And what do you do after you get a customer? Like, what's your plan after you get a customer? Do you have a plan after you get a customer? The truth is, there's a lot of people that don't. Like, I mean, every mortgage deal that I've ever done, except one deal I did in Scottsdale with Pat McMasters, that guy is the only mortgage guy that's ever followed up with me. If you ever need a mortgage guy in Scottsdale area, Pat McMasters, guy's a stud. Every real estate deal, believe it or not, every realtor that I've ever dealt with, never heard from him again, except for Donita Dickinson up in Seattle, Washington. So if you ever need to do a deal up in Seattle, Donita's good. And I can't even, and the thing is, isn't it weird that I can't recall the names of any of the other people I did loans with? I can remember the realtor that sold me this house because it was just such an example of zero follow-up. So I tend to remember her name. But any other realtor I've ever done business with, any person who's ever sold me a car, anybody I've ever done a loan with, couldn't tell you their names except for the two people, Donita and Pat, that have followed up with me. And like, people work so hard to get customers in whatever they're selling. It's like, I got this customer, and then for this guy to say, don't. After you made the sale, don't ever call him again. Because he's so worried about losing the sale, like something's wrong. Which, that was like the one thing that Harry said to me. I'm like, okay, I'm going live. So Harry, you're probably watching this because I know we just chatted, but I'm just curious, like, when you see this as a replay or whatever, like, what's your follow-up game? Can you improve your follow-up game? And if you could, how are you going to do it? What are you going to do right now today to make sure that you're not one of those people that somebody who talks about and teaches customer, quality customer support, customer experience? Like, if you create a good customer experience, then you're way less likely to deal with customer service, which tends to be more problem focused. So if you provide a really high caliber customer experience where the people are like talking about you because it was such an awesome experience, you're already kind of moving yourself in the right direction. And you're less likely to deal with the customer service stuff because a lot of that is like, I got a problem, I got a complaint, I need help, this is broken, whatever it is. You're going to make so much more money, and you're going to end up spending way less on any kind of marketing and advertising because you've got this internal combustion engine that is providing you referrals and repeat business. So I'm going to get off my horse. I got stuff to do, but I'd love to hear your comments. What's your game? What's your follow-up game? After you've closed a deal, what do you do? All right. We'll chat soon.